Republicans announced long ago, actually, that in the 2022 midterms, they're not going to launch a policy platform, meaning they're not going to have any kind of unified message about the issues that they're going to run on in 2022, which is now. So this year, they're not running on any policy. And recently, conservative Brendan Buck, Republican strategist, said that this is the best path forward for the Republicans. Don't run on any issues. Don't talk about policies. All you need to do is attack the policies of the Democratic Party. And of course, go in a little bit on the culture wars. In fact, go in a lot on the culture wars and the so-called wokeism, because, that's what really gets the Republican base humming. Here it is. There isn't a groundswell of opposition for Biden or groundswell of support for Republicans, but the bar is so low and the environment so bad that will do the trick. And I hate to say it, but Buck here is right. He really is. Republicans, super arrogant, of course, believe that they can win the midterms by not talking about anything real at all. And they can. That's how bad things are right now. And when I say bad, trust me, folks, I understand that a lot of the hate that Joe Biden gets is not his fault. I also understand that a lot of the hate he gets is 100% fully justified. He is not handling the pandemic well at all anymore. First 6 months of his administration, I will give them an A for their effort. Last 6 months, absolutely failing grade. Economy, not doing well, in spite of the fact that this administration tells us every other day, look how great the economy is, it's booming. No, it's not. You're not delivering on your promises for American people. You're weak. You're getting steamrolled by people like Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema. You're not going to deliver us Build Back Better. You're not going to deliver us voting rights. You're not going to give us anything that we need, even though you have the majorities. Granted, it's a 50-50 majority in the Senate. You still can't get all your ducks in a row, though. So yes, you do take the blame for that, and the public is not happy about it. And as Buck also points out, when the public's not happy with the party in power, the opposition party benefits from that. So that's why Republicans are so cocky right now that they don't even have to talk about things. They don't have to tell us their plans for the economy because they don't have any. They don't have to tell us their plans for the pandemic because they don't have any. They don't have to tell us their plans for anything in this country because they don't have any. And they're still probably going to win. That's how bad it is in this country right now for the Democratic Party. What's even more embarrassing, Monday, Paul Begala, right, legendary Democratic strategist, goes out there in the corporate media and he says, you know what, it's not the Democratic Party that's lost its way, it's the Democratic voters that are the problem. Yeah, dude, keep up messaging like that and watch what happens in November. There was a time I really respected Paul Begala, had, conversations with him at events. I actually got to meet him and literally have one-on-one conversations with him every now and then. Loved the guy. But dude, you're past your prime. You don't know what you're talking about. You probably need to retire at this point because you're not good at this anymore. The political world went and changed and you didn't bother to change with it. Republicans don't have to change because their base hasn't changed. Their base is still the same. Give us the idiot culture war talking points that we know are never going to change because if they change, then you can't run on it anymore. And a lot of these things aren't even real issues that we need to be concerned about, like critical race theory, not a thing you're being taught in schools, but they're going to tell you it is. So Republicans are arrogant enough to know that they can lie to you about things that aren't happening, lie to you about things that are happening, not give you any policy, and still probably cruise to an easy victory this coming November. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.